corner. He represents Night Muay Thai from Cincinnati, Ohio. Weighed in 182 pounds, Will Owens. And his opponent to my left, fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner, represents Team Dayton and Absolute MMA, weighing in at 178 pounds, from Dayton, Ohio, Scuba Steve Hale.
His nickname was Scuba, correct? Is that what I heard?
Correct.
I heard that's correct.
We're live here at the Dayton Convention Center in Dayton, Ohio for HRMMA 113, part of the B2 Fighting Series.
All right.
Once again, Hale out of the blue corner, Will Owens out of the red.
Right back to his feet. I like it.
Yeah, Hale didn't really set that kick up. He just kind of sent it right in there. Will Owens did a great job of catching it and using it to get that takedown.
It's one thing I try and tell fighters that I help train is I don't like to see naked kicks. I don't want to see just you throwing a kick. Easy to catch. You know, you mix that in with some feints or some 1-2s.
Yeah, you have to put some hands in front and behind those kicks.
Exactly, because otherwise it gets easy to get a takedown.
Yeah, and all it takes is one fight where you throw kicks and get taken down time and time again.
There you go. I'm not doing that again.
That's
Let me figure this out. Why is this not working for me?
Hale is doing a good job of circling off to his left.
No, very good.
Both fighters look very loose.
Yep. And one thing, too, you can throw some of those kicks like that, and you can even set up some strikes from that where you can feint the kick, and he's getting ready to grab it. He drops his hands down. So if you're setting things up, I approve of that.
Hale doing a good job of circling off, putting Will Owens on the cage.
That was a very powerful move done right there by Will. You can see the power in his hips right there. He just kind of tossed him to the side.
With the Greco and judo background.
Exactly. And if you've never been in there with a judo guy, it can be very embarrassing when they throw you. Just look so effortless, like, what just happened?
I can attest to that. Not in MMA, but.
Good knee to the body there from Will Owens.
That was a good job of standing up, too, by Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve with that right side underhook. Will Owens left side. We're in over-under position now. Both these guys are doing a good job of sneaking in knees.
And you see, this is what's different. A lot of people don't understand. You know, if you get too far bent over, which is a good wrestling stance, you can get kneed better. So you have to keep those hips a little closer, making it harder to get a takedown. But at the same time, you can't take these too many knees.
Yeah, it only takes one to touch the right spot where you're not expecting it.
Yep, and right there, that touched the wrong spot. Looks like he got a little groin shot right there, and that's going to happen sometimes when we're throwing a lot of knees in there.
I assume the commission is the same as Kentucky, where you can have 5 minutes if.
Yeah, and that's one thing they did bring that up in the commission in the meeting as well. Is that's the only foul that gives you 5 minutes. They say people think I get 5 minutes for an eye poke. No, not necessarily. I mean, as soon as you can see, you're good to go. You can't sit around and catch your breath because you got poked in the eye. If you can't after a few minutes. And right there, that touched the wrong spot. Looks like he got one strike difference. Different story.
I think we're going to see Will Owens get back up and fight.
Yeah, I'm sure he. It landed square, but you're in there tight like that, throwing knees. That's a very common thing to happen.
Yeah, no malice by Stephen Hale, I don't think.
No, it didn't look like it.
No, you get into that many knees.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them were landing good too. Just
earlier the conversation about Fitch.
Yeah, you were saying.
Oh, I apologize.
The only thing John Fitch was guilty of is winning.
Well, and I think Fitch had fought in UFC 6 times before you ever saw him on the main card. I think he was 6-0 because, like I said, Dana just said, you don't move the needle. We don't like what you're doing, and you're winning, but you're not winning the way we want you to win.
These are two guys that do move the needle here for us at HRMMA.
Yeah, I'm liking it right now.
Will Owens clearly stood up earlier when he could have went to the ground.
Big slam coming. No, good hits from Stephen Hale.
Oh, good reversal right there. He's going right back for that knee. He's not. Oh. Throwing good punches in there, too.
That's the second
Good.
time.
Wow. There's that judo background and wrestling we talked about.
Good hips. Hale can come out the back here.
And here's the thing. I don't like that position right now that Will's in. There's nothing you can do with that headlock. I always tell people not to get that. You can throw a few punches, but you're going to get reversed a lot.
Hale might take the back here, Will Owens.
Exactly. If he can get those hips out right about now. Oh, see if there's any time left. He was going to take us back.
He was going to get it. What a good round.
That was a very good round.
Will Owens is holding his arm.
Might have hurt himself on that throw.
Yeah. It looks like the body of Stephen Hale may have landed on the arm of Will Owens.
Leave it to Will Owens to always have a spectacular throw. Looks like we have a replay headed our way.
I'd like to see that throw again. Punches in there too.
That's the second time.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that was maybe the elbow. Looked like Will Owens may have landed right on his elbow.
Well, hopefully that doesn't do enough to make him not be able to fight anymore because he's hurting pretty bad. I think the doctor's in there.
Yeah, we're seeing some up and down head shakes from Will Owens. You're going to have to pull him out of there.
Shout out to the B2 Fighting Series for that replay. I love the improvements we have here with the B2 Fighting Series we have here at HRMMA.
We're doing a lot of different, just little things that a lot of people might not notice, but they're definitely for the fighters. For example, if you go in the back right now, we do have TV screens set up. People can watch the fights while they're warming up, working out, seeing their partners, or have to come out here and check out the fight. Just something you normally don't see at a local fight. It's usually at the bigger, UFC, Bellator level, but we're trying to do those little things to help the fighters out and get them ready for when they do go to the next level.
Yeah, that's not a small investment from B2 Digital. I know that costs money, and these fighters appreciate that.
Looks like there was some discussion whether he was going to be able to fight, and they're letting him go, and I'm glad.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some right hands from Will Owens now. Maybe stick on that jab.
Throw some jabs and then just turn it over and just make that as two. There it was. We're talking about on the right hook.
Yep, good lead hook there from Will.
And you don't want to see, Steve just throwing those kicks in that could hit him right in the arm. I mean, be a tough tactic to not go to if you start losing a fight. You know a guy's injured. You got to attack that injury.
A lot of movement here from Will Owens early. Stephen Hale kind of dominating the center so far.
Yeah, well, once again, Will being a little injured, I think he's trying to figure out how to do this fight while he's injured.
Yeah, I'm going to expect maybe even a level change from Will Owens fairly soon. Most of the takedowns that we've seen from him in his career are big throws. Oh, he threw the left hand there.
Wow. With that left arm, he's got a guillotine sunk in, and that's the bad arm.
Yeah.
Hale doing a good job of fighting the hands there. Will is grimacing.
Well, it looks like he's
tapping. Yeah, he's hurt. Will Owens tapped to that left arm injury.
He tried to go on, but he just figured, there's just nothing really could do from it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And
yeah, because I was really liking the way that fight was going. He might have broken that arm when he.
I think that is very possible.
When he threw that. No, I think he heard it on the throw earlier.
It was a throw.
Yeah.
We're hearing that the corner said it was a kick.
Really? Big win right there for Scuba Steve. Very nice.
Went up on the cage.
I don't think they're going to. I hope they.
Well, he didn't climb up on it. He just jumped up for a second. You never know what they're going to say, but they might. Hopefully not, because I'd hate to see somebody get suspended for something like that.
Yeah.
Good show of sportsmanship from Stephen Hale to Will Owens.
Yeah.
Both of these guys going to 2-2.
Yeah. Little kind of anticlimactic there, but it was. I enjoyed the fight as it was going on.
Yeah, I really wish that fight could have continued. It was entertaining. Both those guys looked really good, but most importantly, we hope that Will Owens is okay and wish him a speedy recovery.
Actually, exactly. I want to see him fight again. So,
yeah.
Man, those throws are pretty impressive, what he was doing.
Yeah, I selfishly want Will Owens to be okay.
Yeah.
Looks like we got a replay headed our way.
Hopefully, let's see if we can find out exactly what happened there.
Good fight, Will, period.
Okay, this just goes over the end. He's trying to get a choke. He's trying to get. I think
This
he
is where he
realizes
tapped.
right now I can't. Like he can grab my arm and pull, and it hurts too bad. Something's wrong. I think he realized that as he was going for offense. He tried to weather the storm and keep going, but couldn't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jerry Poe has called a stop to this fight at 1 minute and 16 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by tap out due to injury, the King, Steve Hale.
Did they say the King?
Not Scuba?
I know. I'm a little confused. What's his real nickname?
We're live here at the Dayton Convention Center for HRMMA 113. We're part of the B2 Fighting Series. What a show.